kids, my name is Daphne and this is my friend Mr. F.
Hi kids!
Today we'll be teaching you about fundamental movement skills, also known as FMS. These are the basic skills that we use every day to help us complete different movements. Can you say FMS?
FMS!
Good job! This week's game is called Mission Possible.
For this game, you will need one thick roll of tape and 6 random household items. For example, a t-shirt, a sock, a spoon, a toy, a small pillow, and a book. This game is best to be played in the hallway.
Before we start playing, do you know what kind of different fundamental movement skills there are? Let's bring up the FMS circle. So first, we have the locomotor skills. These are the skills that help our body move from one location to another, such as walking, running, jumping, and hopping. Then we have the object control skills. These are the skills that help you to control an object, such as throwing, rolling, catching, and kicking. And finally, we have the stability skills. This is when your body can maintain various body positions without falling. For example, turning, twisting, bending, and balancing. Okay, let's start playing. Remember to show us how you are doing by posting a picture or a video on Instagram. Don't forget to use the below hashtags. For Mission Possible, there will be 3 different levels, with each one getting a little harder. Let's start with level 1.
Stick a piece of tape about 50 centimeters above the floor. Place all the items on one side of the tape. Now you can go under the tape and try to retrieve one item at a time. Once you get the item, try to go over the tape and bring it back to the other side. Repeat the steps again and see how many items you can retrieve in 60 seconds. Let's watch Daphne demonstrate level 1.
So for level 1, I have put a piece of tape around 50 centimeters above the ground. You can adjust the piece of tape as long as you can crawl underneath it. I've also prepared 6 household items on the other side of the tape. My aim is to crawl underneath the piece of tape, pick up an item, and bring it back by skipping over the piece of tape. Remember, your body cannot touch the piece of tape. Let me show you how it's done. Alright, now it's your turn. We have a 60-second timer to help you practice level 1. Let's see how many items you can retrieve in 60 seconds. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Well done, everybody! So you can keep practicing level 1, or when you're confident, we can move on to level 2.
Add another piece of tape about 1 meter in front and higher than the first one. Now see how many items you can retrieve without touching the 2 pieces of tape in 60 seconds. Let's watch Daphne demonstrate level 2.
So for level 2, I have added a second piece of tape, which is around 1 meter in front of the first piece of tape and 1 meter above ground level. I've also placed 6 household goods on the other side of the piece of tape. Our goal is to skip over the first piece of tape and go under the second piece of tape to pick up an item and bring it back to the other side without touching the tape at all. Let me show you how it's done. Alright, now it's your turn. Let's see how many items you can retrieve in 60 seconds. So you can pause this video and practice level 2, or when you're confident, we can move on to level 3.
Add a last piece of tape about 1 meter in front and also around 50 centimeters high. Now the challenge is to cross 3 tapes to retrieve all the items. See how many items you can retrieve in 60 seconds. Let's watch Daphne demonstrate level 3.
So for level 3, I have added a third piece of tape, which is around 1 meter in front of the second piece of tape, and it is placed diagonally. I have also placed 6 household items on the other side. So we'll have to go through all these pieces of tapes without touching the tape and pick up the items and bring it back to the other side. Let me show you how it's done. Alright, now it's your turn. Let's see how many items you can retrieve in 60 seconds. Remember to show us how you are doing by posting a picture or a video on Instagram. Don't forget to use the below hashtags. Alright, so these are the 3 levels of Mission Possible. Keep practicing and we'll see you next week for another FMS game. Bye!